What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Cookie DAO. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, my friends. I should have been more stubborn. I should have stuck to my guns and said, nope, we're going below 12 cents. It's going to happen. That was the original call, right? That was the original call back here. But as we continue to consolidate, as the markets were starting to pick up the pace and things are looking more exciting, it's hard to be bearish in the face of that, right? I hope you guys can forgive me and understand where I went wrong there. And it's important, understand where I went wrong. At that point, I would say the reason why I'm wrong here, the reason why I didn't stick to my guns is because I would say I got emotional. I got excited for the rest of the market, right? The TA suggested that we would go to these levels all along, but I got excited, right? And that's okay. Excitement happens. It happens to all of us. I don't care if you've been in crypto doing TA for 10 years like me, or if you're brand new. It gets to all of us. But pulling back here, you hit the golden ratio. You're back here at the 6.9. Let's just see. What about this relative? Maybe that's not the fib area that I thought we were going to. Maybe this relative low to relative high. Yeah, right there at the 382. That's what it was. The 382. Right here, just below 12 cents. Typically with the 382, you go just through it, which we are now. I would expect we're at a low point. In fact, I will probably be buying more Cookie DAO today. I will let you guys know if I do. I will literally, I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for it. I was going to buy, I was literally here thinking, should I just buy here? And I'm like, no, if it goes below 12 cents, I'll do it. If I get lucky, I'll do it. And I feel like I got lucky. But if it pumps up, if we got here, as soon as we got above 14 cents, I was also going to buy. I've been waiting, okay? So I haven't forgotten. I didn't buy some and then not say anything. I'm just waiting, okay? And at this point, I'm definitely at a point to buy. So watch for the next, maybe over the next few hours, I will be putting a post up on x.com saying that I bought. If you're not following me on x.com, my username is different than my YouTube profile. It's at Chris Harris 85. That's me, at Chris Harris 85. There's a lot of Chris Harrises out in the world. I'm the 85th in line, apparently, okay? Anyways, cake, or cookie, sorry. We just talked about cake. Cake might be a good one, you guys, by the way. Cookie will probably be better as far as overall growth goes. Or I guess overall growth this cycle goes. Anyways, looking at this on a daily time frame, let's actually zoom out to the daily. We'll start off on the 1 hour. Looking at it on the 1 hour time frame, we do have bullish divergence, right? We have a double bottom here in the RSI with lower lows in the price. That is bullish divergence. A double bottom with lower lows is bullish divergence. Volume's picking up, which I'm not a big fan of. As we're moving lower, that's not necessarily a good thing, but as long as we hold this area, I think it's fine. 22 minutes left in this 1 hour. It's crucial that this candle here closes green, because if it does, that validates the bullish divergence, and we probably do move up from here. Stochastics are bearish, but again, if we get this bullish divergence, we start to cross up, then we can get this stochastics to come out of the oversold zone, and that would be bullish as well, sending us into the stratosphere in the overbought zone there. MACD is bearish, let's be fair, but it's the 1 hour time frame, so it matters a lot less, to be completely fair. And it doesn't. The 1 hour time, the MACD is better served on like the daily stuff, not on the hourly stuff. Anyways, stochastics do have bullish divergence here. RSI, while being predominantly bullish, is in a bearish area of control right now. We have bounced here the last few times. You bounced here, even found support back here before, down here, right here. We're in that area now. We're in that area where we found support every single time. Wouldn't be surprised if we did here. You do have a bit of a downtrend. What I will say is the fact that you have lower lows and lower highs. Typically, these trends end in the oversold zone. So that could promote the idea that Cookie DAO goes a little bit lower, and it's fine if it does. We could go down, we're at 12 cents right now. We could go down to about 11.2 cents. Hell, even just below 11 cents, and it's fine if we do. But then at that point, I would expect sometime going into the end of this week and going into next week, we should start to recover and really see this thing come alive. The MACD is right at the 0. This is a point where you'd expect it to bounce from. The 1 hour RSI has that double bottom look, a point that you'd expect it to bounce from. It's very likely that we find support here and that we move up higher, if not by the end of the day, very, very soon. And if we don't find support here, we could move lower. I'm at this point where I'm undecided. I want to say I'm undecided, but really I think what I'm feeling is that from a low to a high, we're probably going to find support here. Depends on what we do. If this next 4 hour candle, if we close above 12.11 cents, if in the next 3 hours, 20 minutes, this 4 hour candle closes here or higher, actually higher than this, 12.11 cents, if we close above there, I would be convinced that this is the low, okay? I don't care if it closes all the way up here, if it closes right there, wherever it closes, if it closes above this, I'd be convinced that this is the low. If not, if we close here or lower, we likely do go down to about 11.2 cents to 10.9 cents, okay? And then there we will find support, and that's where C-Zar is going to buy himself, okay? Overall, very bullish on Cookie. Just momentarily, there are some bearish implications. Daily stochastics coming down. It's actually most common to bounce off the 50 if you are to maintain a bullish status. Sometimes, though, you do bounce at higher levels, but oftentimes you bounce off the 50, both from a rejection standpoint and a support standpoint. RSI, finding resistance here at the 60. Typically, whenever you do this, you do get oversold, right? You do go down to your oversold area, or overbought area, I guess, right there. 60 down to the oversold area. Right here, down to the oversold area. What we're looking for is support at the 40 or at the 50 here. So we don't want to move down too much. I don't think that we will, but something a little bit lower would make sense on the daily time frame. 7 hours, 19 minutes left in the day. Again, depending on how this 4 hour closes, by the end of the day, we could close up a lot higher. And then from here, we're bouncing off the 50, we're moving up higher. We don't have to go lower, but just the way that the day looks right now, I wouldn't be surprised if we went to 11.2 to 10.9 cents, somewhere in that area there, if we close here or lower. If we close up today, if we close at 12.6 cents or higher today, that probably is the low, and we probably are moving higher. The MACD is ready. It's ready to cross above the zero. But if we close today red here, we might reject the zero one more time, and then finally sometime next week might be when we're actually crossing above this, and then we should see Cookie DAO come to life. All in all, this is just a work in process into what will be absolutely exuberant price action in the days and weeks ahead, okay? Cookie DAO is in the form of a massive W right now, okay? Massive W. And typically with the first leg, this is the slow leg. The second leg here, when we move up, is faster than this leg here. So in other words, right, this took us from a weekly high to the low point, took us 13 weeks to form this leg of the W, okay? 13 weeks. This leg will likely take less than that. So less than 13 weeks, oftentimes it's like even half. You like cut it in half. 7 weeks would put us in the first couple of weeks of November. We should be at new all-time highs there. We should be around $1, if not higher. I wouldn't be surprised if we were even higher than that. It depends. Cookie DAO can move very fast. I mean, as we've seen before, you know, if we were to make this kind of movement from this same level, a week and a half goes by and we're all the way up here. You know what I mean? From the same level in price, we've literally made this movement before. So can we move from here to here? Can we make that distance in a week and a half? Well, we did it before. We could do it again. Absolutely. So by the end of October, we're either going to be at new all-time highs or around there. I would think that going into November, we should be pressing for this $1.65 target or higher. Going into the end of the year, we'll be seeing a $2.34, $3.90 target at a minimum. At a maximum, we should be seeing $7.50 to $10. And then going into the end of the cycle, we're looking for a $20 price to a $46 price, minimum $10 by the end of the cycle. But I don't think we stop at 10. Even if we do, from here, that's still a solid like 80x, okay? Even from here. But I don't really have anything else I want to say. I think I've said it all. Let's look real quick at Cookie's X page and just see if there's anything worth talking about. I like to check it out sometimes, right? It's like an easy thing to do. Anybody can do it, but sometimes people just don't think to do it, right? Sometimes I don't do it. I don't check every single day, but these videos keep me honest with it at least. 57 minutes ago, attention recall net snappers. Isn't recall? Shout out to Easy Money. I think you want me to do a video on this if I'm not mistaken. We're going to do a video on recall, actually. Check out this airdrop getting shouted out. Only snappers who added their rewards wallets before the snapshot on the 3rd are eligible. Cool. So nothing too crazy happening. Cool. Anyways, I don't have anything else that I want to say. I think I've said it all. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all. Take care. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.